Hello, Audio Marks, coming to you from the Sachem Public Library. Welcome to the Marks for Life podcast with your hosts, Jimmy and CJ, two casuals turned Marks wrestling fans, to give you a direct line to all things in the squared circle. Enter the ring at your own risk. We pull no punches, we hit hard, and we will slam you with all the info you need to know. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I said! Hey everyone, did you guys miss our voices? I know I missed mine.
Of course you did. Anyway, welcome back to Marks for Life podcast. I am one of your hosts, Jimmy.
And I am your other host, CJ.
And my friend, we forgot a little bit of part of the intro. And that is your new WWE Predictions Champion, Jimmy Bender.
You stupid idiot.
Oh, stop.
Yo, SummerSlam asinine booking.
No, it was
asinine.
It was deep.
Asinine.
There was some stupid
asinine.
Okay, calm down. We'll get to it later on in the show.
Asinine.
But let's just go on with our format that we have for this week.
Asinine.
Today we're going to be talking about TakeOver Brooklyn and SummerSlam. Both incredible shows. One clearly better than the other.
Clearly. And they had less than half of the matches on their card. Whoa.
Well, and a no pre-show, which helped a lot. But
yes.
Besides that fact, we are going to be talking about them, the good, the bad, and pretty much just overall for that entire...
The asinine.
Okay. But other than that, my friend, it's been quite a week. How have you been?
I've been good. I finally started getting my tattoo.
And it looks great, by the way.
Yes. I will post, if anyone actually cares, I will post it on the Marks for Life page as well, just because I figured, wrestling fans can also be kind of anime nerdy. And it was definitely an experience. It was
How long did it take to do a whole
3 hours and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
3 hours, 7 minutes.
I would expect that. I mean, it's a lot of work that you did. Like, you have all, the major symbols and stuff from anime on your back.
Yep. Naruto, Sword Art Online, Dragon Ball Z. We got Full Metal Alchemist on my back. We got Death Note. We got freaking Avatar: The Last Airbender, for God's sake. It is a...
I'm going to need to take a look because I didn't see that particular symbol.
Which one?
The Avatar one.
Oh, it's the Pai Sho tile. Uncle Iroh's Pai Sho tile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's coming back. I had to think about it.
Some of them are a little obscure, folks, but it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, that was about 3 hours in that chair. Got it on the directly on the spine, on the rib cage. I got it on the upper.
How was the pain on that?
Painful. But shout out to Stacy Sharp at Inkpulsive for the tattoo. If you want to look her up in Ronkonkoma. Also look her up on Instagram at Sharp Tattoos. Does some pretty good work.
Yeah, I saw the post that you put on your own personal account, and she did pretty good work. I like her work.
Yep, and it's still not done. I gotta fill it in, and then we're getting Japanese writing on either side of it, and it's gonna be the Mewtwo quote from the first Pokemon movie. The I see now circumstances of one's birth. Yeah, all that is gonna be tattooed in Japanese on my back.
Ben, you're gonna be in so much pain because coloring is way different than stenciling.
Actually, it's easier. Yeah, they use a different needle. It's not as intrusive.
Oh, okay. I figure it would have been the other way around because I've seen people get white tattoos or something like that.
White tattoos is a scam, people. It looks nice when you first do it, and then the skin fades over it, and then nothing happens. You don't even see it.
Anyway.
Screw Pinterest. How was your week?
It was eventful. Vacation plans dipped out quite a lot, but overall, I had a great time with my girlfriend. We were hanging out a bunch of times. We went to Roosevelt Field Mall at the end of it, and that place is huge.
3 floors.
3 floors, and it was bigger than...
There's a movie theater on the side of it.
Yeah, I saw that. It was an AMC one, so I was like, I don't feel like going and watch a movie in there.
I think I watched Was it Avengers? Yeah, I think I watched Avengers in that theater.
It was a huge mall. Like I never seen a mall that big before.
Yeah, it's pretty big if that's your first time going.
Yeah, but I have a pretty good sense of direction. So walking in and out of that place to me was easy, and I wasn't like too anxious about it. I know my girlfriend and her parents who went with us.
Rena's always anxious.
Hey, leave her out of this. That's not.
But I'm not wrong. She doesn't listen. I check.
Anyway, so walking through the mall, I was totally comfortable with it. But then she gets to a point where she's getting tired of shopping, and you know how she would get that angry kind of thing, annoyed, angry.
That's her only thing with me. That's her only tone.
Okay, with you, yeah. With you, it's a lot like that. But she was getting to that point, and I'm trying to calm her down. I know what I'm doing. I know I can read directions and directionals at malls and stuff like that. She's like, no, let's just wait for our parents. And I was like, okay, we'll wait. And we did. We went into a Bose store, which is a sound system place, and we were listening to the sound system that they had, and it was incredible. I've never heard such clear, crisp sound coming from these 2-inch speakers. It was incredible.
Okay.
Then we went out to this Cuban restaurant, and food was good. Service was eh. I would have. Service was all right. I would have. If I cared enough, really cared, I would have went on Yelp and given them a bad review on service. But food was good though. But other than that, her birthday went really well. And then today, after this podcast, I'm gonna take her to ramen.
Nice.
And Patchogue, and that's a really good Caribbean food place. And we went there last time. $5 shrimp tacos. And you get it per taco, so you can ask for 2, and it's $10.
Wow. All right. How big are the tacos? Are they big or
decently big? I was expecting little shrimp ones, and because it's shrimp, you would expect them to be smaller because seafood's more expensive. But they were big suckers, huge. And I was like, okay, I can only have one because I had several appetizers before this, and I'm gonna save the other one for later.
Yeah.
But that's what the plans are.
All right.
Yeah. So now we're going to dive into our analysis over Brooklyn and SummerSlam. But first, we're going to hit it to our ads and our music.
Hello, Audio Marks. I'm here to talk to you about Patreon. Patreon is a website dedicated to giving more power to the content creator and their patrons who support them. By giving them an avenue of direct support, these creators can create any kind of art with Patreon. Music, drawings, videos, and yes, podcasts. There's no middleman. So please head over to our page on Patreon, Marks for Life Podcast, to support us with a $2 donation. With this donation, you can get all of our podcasts on our page, and you can get a special shout out from ourselves, Jimmy and CJ. Or you could just do the regular dollar donation just to support the podcast. Now back to the show, Audio Marks. Thank you very much. Woo!
Alright, before we start on the predictions, I just want to give a shout out to Ric Flair. He's finally recovering from what seemed to be a pretty serious medical condition. Our hearts and our thoughts, our minds, our prayers are with you, Rick, and the rest of the Flair family. Just want to thank you for everything you've ever done for us wrestling marks.
If we had any money, we send you some escorts, so this way you could really back into health.
Anyway, let's start with our first analysis of TakeOver Brooklyn 3.
So freaking good!
It was... I'm going to put these... There was 3 Brooklyn shows that happened in the past 3 years. I mean,
Really?
And if I'm gonna do the best from worst, the first one was great. The third one, this one that we just had, just as great, if not like the second best, and then the second one.
Yeah, so NXT. So his list is NXT Takeover Brooklyn, then NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3, then NXT Takeover Brooklyn 2, which I can agree with. You know, NXT Takeover Brooklyn 2 was okay. NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3 though brought back that.
Yeah, brought back that spark that like NXT was really made up.
Yes.
Like the only really good Brooklyn 2 match was the tag team match between DIY and the Revival last year.
Speaking of DIY, the first match on the card we saw Andrade Cien Almas defeat Johnny Gargano.
And he used a DIY shirt to do it.
Yes, it was Zelina Vargas?
Yeah,
Zelfina?
Yeah, that was her name.
I believe that's Rosita from TNA.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Rosita. So, yeah. She's now signed with the WWE NXT. She's with Almas. And they beat Gargano in what was a very, very great match, in my opinion.
It was good.
Great start to the show.
Yeah, it was definitely a good start to the show. I think to bring Gargano out for like I don't know if this is gonna be the last time they're gonna be in Brooklyn. I think it is.
Nope, next year they're going. They were announced.
They're gonna do Brooklyn 4 next year.
Yeah, SummerSlam was already announced for Brooklyn next year. So.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they broke the news last week.
Oh wow. Okay. Dang.
So I want to go. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my tickets.
This is what we should propose. I think you and me personally, whatever money we make from our jobs, we should set aside $10 aside every single day that we have. We should have enough money to at least go to Brooklyn.
All right.
Go to TakeOver Brooklyn.
Maybe we should do both SummerSlam and Brooklyn. But
if we have the money, just relax.
Anyways, Almas defeated Gargano in what was a great match, in my opinion. That was.
I mean, he won in like classic heel fashion by having Zelina throw the T-shirt at Gargano, which got him distracted, and then
How is that classic heel?
Because it's a distraction. It's not.
Who throws a shirt?
It's shut up. By like the old way of like heels doing a dirty roll up or doing like an unclean victory in some way. That's what I mean by that. You smart Mark. God.
Did you see Gargano at the very end after the match? He started moving away from the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like he didn't want to revisit that. That was like Gargano is an excellent in-ring psychologist in my opinion because he also not only is a great wrestler, he can play the babyface in peril. He has an excellent psychology to him. Like small stuff like that may go unnoticed, but it's so good. It's so good to see stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. There's just something with Gargano that like he knows what to do, and hopefully that part of the in-ring psychology just keeps flowing through NXT and everything like that, especially with these new people that came into NXT, which we'll talk about.
Yes.
That hopefully they can understand that, and hopefully it'll increase their wrestling abilities and stuff like that.
Yes.
But next we go to the next match, which was Sanity versus AOP for the tag team titles, and wow, what a match!
Dude, Sanity rocked Authors of Pain.
Yeah, they did, and I'm so happy that they did.
Oh my God.
They're the Wyatt family that we deserve.
Did you expect Eric Young to get tagged into the match?
Not at first, but I was really happy.
What he did.
I would have much rather seen Killian Dane and Eric Young together. I liked them better than Alex Wolf, and I know that's really...
Alexander Wolf made me a fan of his in this match. He brought it hard.
He definitely brought it, and I really liked... And surprisingly, I liked what AOP did.
Yeah.
They came out in like these like paramilitary get up with like those sick masks, and like they brought like character, which is something that AOP never had before, and I'm really glad that.
I think they always
they
had like a war character, like.
Yeah, but they never really capitalized it. Like they looked like fatter, hungrier Shield adjacent wrestlers. Like that's what they did. Like now they have like a defining character to it, and I like it a lot better. Like I think the Road Warriors would be proud. I think Paul Ellering was really proud of them at the end of it.
Yeah.
It was also a great match.
Oh my God.
Also, before the match ended, you have Nikki Cross attack. I think
it was Akam.
attack Akam and throwing, was it her or something like that, into Killian.
No, here's the thing. So Nikki Cross jumps off the top rope onto the floor and attacks Akam. Akam catches her, and then Killian Dane does a running body block into both Nikki Cross and Akam into a table on the side.
Which was awesome. Like, I thought they killed Nikki for a second. Like, that's how amazing it was.
You can't kill Nikki.
And Sanity picks up the win.
Which was amazing. I loved how Alexander Wolf got the pinfall. I felt like that was great, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, you gotta make a strong faction by making everyone look strong and good.
Yes.
I think that's what they accomplished with that, and I'm very glad that happened.
Definitely. Killian Dane already looked strong. Nikki Cross already looked strong and stuff. Alexander Wolf needed the extra.
Definitely, especially with considering what happened post-match with Red Dragon coming out and eliminating basically every tag team. Now,
Red Dragon made up of Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish.
Who would Red Dragon be?
I'm explaining it to everyone that wouldn't know.
All right.
They were an ROH tag team, and they made their debut separately in recent weeks against Aleister Black. And now that they are officially Red Dragon again.
Well, they're 100% officially Red Dragon, or they're just together, because there's a difference.
I think they made reference. Nigel McGuinness said on air Red Dragon.
Oh, God, I hope they bring Red Dragon.
Well, they did Chasing the Dragon, the Brainbuster Roundhouse finishing combo. So.
I mean, it's complicated, that whole situation. But regardless of that, they came out and destroyed both tag teams. Now, I loved that because it was Red Dragon.
Yes.
I love Red Dragon. But, I don't know. Because they're like cruiserweight guys, did you like the fact that they were taking out big men like that?
Well, the psychology of it is that they were already really beat up like all hell. AOP went through a table and got hit with multiple double team maneuvers. Same with Sanity. Sanity threw caution to the wind. It was pretty much attacking him. So in the context of everything, it makes sense that they pretty much took advantage of two tired teams. They were exhausted. They just went through a grueling, hellacious match. So in that aspect, no, I don't mind them getting beat up because it just makes sense.
All right, I'm just putting out that constructive criticism just because, like they are cruiserweight guys, and we do need to at least think about psychology in that sense. Like, how can you see like two small guys take on all four of these big men, essentially?
Yeah, especially when, well
I mean,
Alexander Wolf and Eric Young aren't big, where they focus their attacks.
Bigger than Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, though.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're more defined muscle-wise, like lean muscle, but like, if you put Eric Young in between Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Eric Young is much bigger.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm just saying, like, it makes sense, you know, and if they start putting up a strong string of victories for contention for the NXT Tag Team Championships, they could be a much more believable threat.
Yeah, definitely, and especially with what happens later in
Yes.
the night, I really want to see what happens. But let's continue on to that next match. It just, in my opinion, match of the night, Aleister Black versus Hideo Itami.
Oh.
You okay there?
So freaking good.
Like, and I guess we'll spoil the ending of it. And Aleister Black defeats Hideo Itami, which is sad for Hideo Itami, but great for Black. And, like, that actually balances out perfectly, in my opinion.
Black hit hard.
Like, that's the strong style, which is what I wanted to get to. That was the strong style that we wanted Nakamura to have. So right now, Nakamura's not the strong style. I'm 100% going behind the fact that Aleister Black is the king.
What do you think of Aleister Black's character now? Like, what do you think of it? Like, what is your who is Aleister Black to you now that he's defeated Hideo Itami?
I think that he has a strong chance of being #1 contender at the next TakeOver event. That's for sure.
What do you think? Like, is he like...
I think he's up
Like,
there.
your grasp of his character, because Hideo Itami is a disgruntled Japanese warrior that has not gotten, like, the respect he deserved. You know, McIntyre is a returning...
Prodigal son.
returning prodigal son who wants to claim a crown. He feel like he's earned a chance of redemption. Bobby Roode, glorious, cocky, pompous.
Narcissist. Yeah. I get
Yes.
what you're saying.
What is Aleister Black?
To me, like
What is his character?
I don't know. To me, he just seems like just a rogue who just wants to beat people up, who felt like he's been not wronged, but like just wants to beat people up for the sake of beating people up. I don't know. To me, he feels like that. Like he's not gonna go out there and just randomly start kicking, but like if he's gonna he's gonna call someone out to challenge him, and they're gonna wrestle, and it's gonna be a great match. That's how I feel that his character kind of plays out to be.
That sounds like a lot of just like a generic wrestling template.
Yes, but I mean,
That's what I feel like is missing with Aleister Black.
yeah, I had a feeling you were gonna go into like a missing character link, but I don't know. Like Aleister Black, I think debuted the last takeover, 2 takeovers ago.
TakeOver WrestleMania Orlando.
Yeah, so it was about 2 takeovers ago.
Yes.
So I don't know. I feel like we're still learning Aleister Black like a lot. Like we're getting kind of like this netherworldly kind of vibe to him, but also at the same time, like he's gonna come out, he's gonna challenge you, you guys are gonna wrestle, and he's gonna win. And that's really what it boils down to, Aleister Black being.
I don't know. I just hope they explore it a little more because he has a great entrance, great presence. He can work a
Well, I think
phenomenal
there's one mystery
match.
thing that we don't know because he hasn't cut any promo as far as I know.
No.
No. So there's like a mystery thing to it. So hopefully by the time WrestleMania season kicks up, I think we'll get a clearer picture.
Yeah, because as much as you could do that mystery thing, if you don't delve into it too much, I guess.
Well, yeah, I think that is probably going to be his biggest hindrance, but at the same time, like, he put on a great match, and there was a lot of psychology involved into it. There was a lot of strong style stuff that we really loved and really missed from Nakamura. Nakamura, if you're listening, you should take a note from that. And I'm not blaming Nakamura for it. That's probably, like, upper management. So upper management controlling Nakamura, please listen. We want strong style. We need strong style. Nakamura can bring strong style. Sorry, that's my only tirade for that for right now.
Mm-hmm. Aleister Black, though, that was an excellent match against Hideo Itami. Hideo Itami also brought it as well. We can't deny that. And it was mostly just strikes.
Yeah, it was actual strong style stuff. Like, maybe not, like, perfect, New Japan strong style stuff, but, like...
It was hard hitting.
It was hard hitting. Like, we felt it, and it was awesome, and everyone was paying attention to it.
Yes.
It was, without a doubt, the best match of the entire night. Like, I think all 5 of these matches that we're on were all really good.
Yes.
But that one, to me, stands out just because, like, that was strong style. That is what Nakamura and Sami Zayn, to me, was.
Yes.
They had their match. Like, that's what all strong style type matches should be, like, maneuvering around to be. But I understand your Aleister Black, like, character development kind of question, but my question is, where do we do with Hideo Itami at this point?
Go bring him up to the main roster.
You just want him straight in the main roster at this point?
That'd probably be the best way because there's nothing really for him to do. And considering a lot of the new debuts that have happened, it's time for call-ups.
They're having a little bit of money cuts right now, so I don't know. They only debuted a couple people and switched, not a lot of people over.
I think they're doing it in the next coming weeks and stuff. That's what I mean. Like, they're going to start, like, rolling them out.
All right, because as much as I would like to see Hideo Itami get called up, there's that fear of, like, what exactly management's priorities are going to be, whether that's money or doing the right thing by bringing these guys up, giving them a main storyline, and giving them a title.
I think that I feel like Triple H and Vince McMahon should sit down and really consider what to do, who to cut, because you have a lot of talent, but you also have a lot of talent just collecting checks.
Yeah, there is that, and the problem is that their main focus is the main event scene. Like, I don't know Triple H's. I feel like Triple H, when it comes to NXT, he knows how to maneuver basically everyone around. I think when it comes to the main roster, it's a little bit more mucky.
Yes.
And I feel like that's the only thing that really needs to change for that. But we'll get to that hopefully in another episode. But let's just continue on with the rest of these things.
Yes.
And with our second title match, which was Asuka versus Ember Moon for the Women's Championship.
And still, undefeated NXT Women's Champion Asuka. For over 500 days, she's been undefeated. As an undefeated champion, she's been undefeated.
Yes, I know.
500-day reign.
It
Reigning, defending, undisputed women's champion. No, I saw this stat online. In the time that Asuka has been NXT Women's Champion, there have been 10 Raw Women's Champion title changes. Same with the United States Championship. The SmackDown Women's Championship, which didn't even begin at the beginning of her title reign, had 6 championship changes, as well as the Intercontinental Championship had 6 changes.
Oh boy, wow.
And I didn't even look at.
Really good streak when it came to Asuka. I'm very glad that they did this.
And I'm glad it's continuing because now Nikki Cross can defeat Asuka.
Well, she got injured though. So.
I think they're gonna. That is a shame because Asuka's gonna now be out for 6 to 8 weeks.
So I don't know.
With
if
a
they're
broken
gonna
collarbone.
take her- I don't know if they're gonna take the title off her. They're just gonna keep the title on her.
They're probably gonna keep the title on her.
Well, I don't
It's
know.
Asuka.
No, I know.
There's too much investment to take it off in such an anticlimactic way.
Yeah, I know, but you never know with the injuries and stuff like that. You never know.
Well, yeah, I think after getting a better diagnosis, I think Asuka's gonna keep the title, and then the women's picture is going to start growing, and then they're going to. What I would like, you can't do a Mae Young Classic tournament. You can't do a tournament to decide the NXT Women's Championship #1 contender when there's a Mae Young Classic. But I feel like that'd be good to really highlight women's wrestling this.
Well, no, but if the Mae Young Classic is happening,
Yes.
it just happened, and we'll see that in the finals. By this time, Asuka would have been healed. Let's say the winner of that is a possibility of that winner becoming the #1 contender for the NXT Championship, and probably at that point will probably dethrone Asuka. Maybe, I don't know.
I'd rather see Nikki Cross.
It depends what they do.
That's what I'm trying to figure out how they would do that.
I think we would need to watch the classic in order to happen. When exactly does that?
This upcoming Monday, August 28th.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yeah, where does Ember Moon go from here though? Now she got beat by Asuka clean in the middle of the ring.
Probably a heel turn. Probably.
Why is that always the answer for everything is a heel
I
turn?
mean, what else would you expect? She's not gonna get called up.
Yeah.
And there has to be more women to either face off the new blood that's coming in from the Women's Classic that's going to NXT, and probably be a mix of new stars, new faces, and new heels. And Ember at this point is probably disgruntled and would probably be a heel. That's the only thing. They already called up 2 of not Prodigal, but 2 people from NXT who I believe should have went up a while ago, and that was Peyton Royce and Billie Kay.
They did call them up.
Yeah, they did.
Where are they on?
Don't know yet.
I think they're on
Definitely-
SmackDown, right?
They're probably going to be on SmackDown.
I saw him canoogling with Daniel Bryan trying to get signed to that.
Yeah.
I feel like they would do so good.
That's probably what's going to happen.
I'd be happy with that. Have them mess with Naomi or Naomi. That'd be great. Naomi versus the iconic duo. Yes, but who would you like to see Asuka's next challenger be? Other than the Mae Young Classic.
I think that's all I would really want to see, because as of right now, who's really left on the... I know there's Ruby Riott. I know that there's Nikki Cross. I know there's Liv Morgan and...
I forgot Liv Morgan was still here.
What's the other one?
Lacey Evans.
Yeah, but...
Sarah Logan.
See how we're blanking on this. This is how much we pay attention to the NXT women's.
Well, that's how much they spotlight. That's the thing.
There's
Aaliyah.
There's Aaliyah, who out of the no names is probably my favorite one out of all of them.
Thank you, Breaking Ground.
Yeah, thank you, Breaking Ground. But I mean, I don't know.
You said you wanted.
I would rather see someone from the Classic really take up the #1 contendership.
What if we had Asuka versus Nikki Cross in an I Quit match, and that can be Asuka's send off?
What would Asuka quit though?
Or she could pass out.
I know you want that match to happen, and trust me, I do too. I don't know how in kayfabe they would do that.
I don't know. I feel like Sanity's on a roll.
They
Sanity
are,
should
but also-
streamline into.
Well, I think they need to be dealing with Red Dragon first and see what that leads.
Well, that doesn't mean Nikki Cross has to stay there.
No, but I don't know. It's a complicated question just because it's a little shaky right now. We'll see what NXT brings to us.
Yes, definitely.
Anyway, and we'll talk about the final match for Brooklyn, which is Drew McIntyre and Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship. Another great match.
Probably Bobby Roode's best match, in my opinion. His best match since arriving in WWE.
Agreed. Yeah.
I'm happy Drew McIntyre won. Jesus Christ.
It was definitely weird. Let's just put this in perspective right now. 2 out of the 3 members of 3MB are champions right now. Let that sink in.
God damn it, Jinder Mahal.
We'll get to him later, but let that really sink in. Like 2 out of the 3 members of 3MB are champions. It's only a matter of time, man. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
Unless they release Heath Slater.
No, don't. No, I'll be crushed. I'll be so crushed. But that match was fantastic. What happened at the end of the match was awesome.
Drew McIntyre.
Hold on. Before we get to that part, first, Red Dragon comes back out.
We didn't even get to tell him who won.
Well, clearly Drew McIntyre.
Well, we gotta say it. Drew McIntyre then defeated Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship.
Which was awesome.
Yes. We were just talking about the match. We didn't say the result.
I'm pretty sure we did, but regardless of that. Anyway, so Drew McIntyre wins. He's gazing at the title for a little bit. There's a little commotion going on, and guess who pops up again? Red Dragon.
Yes.
But not only Red Dragon, because by crowd indication, which did happen, there was supposed to be another person that comes up, and wouldn't you believe, it was Adam Cole, baby, coming out
Yes.
on the other side, and all 3 of them taking down Drew McIntyre, and Adam Cole cementing himself as probably the next main eventer to come into NXT.
Yes.
Which is fantastic, and I'm very excited about it.
Yes.
How do you feel?
We're getting an ROH stable.
And I like how it's being set up, but there's only 3 people that are in right now.
Yes.
Could you see other people coming?
Well, Leo Rush already got signed.
Well, that's a possibility. Do you see Leo Rush?
No.
Okay.
I don't
But
see
we
him
also have
joining.
Another Ring of Honor star, Roderick Strong. Would you see him on that?
No. Here's the thing. I don't see anyone else joining.
So it's going to be like a 3-man group.
Yes, because here's the thing. You really can't do any more than a 3-man group in NXT. Because there's only the NXT Tag Team Championship and the NXT Championship that they could...
Unless they get a woman, like they did Sanity.
Yeah, but...
They get someone like Dana Purrazzo or
well,
Tessa Blanchard.
Deonna Purrazzo is Ring of Honor, right? But
Yeah,
isn't
she
she
is.
signed to Ring of Honor?
No, she's in the Classic.
Oh. I thought she was also signed to Ring of Honor. My bad.
She was, but she got signed to the Classic. It's possible that she's just getting out her contract and then she'll get like officially signed to NXT like after the Classic is over with. Who knows?
I could see them feuding with Roderick Strong. Just because Roderick Strong's also in the main event title picture between him and Adam Cole. Because Adam Cole could also try and get him to join, but Roderick Strong could also refuse.
Yeah, I can see that happening. What do you think of the stable itself with Red Dragon and Adam Cole?
Lot of potential right there. You have a total of 4 Ring of Honor World Championships between them. I believe 2. I'm not sure of the statistics with that, but you got a lot of Ring of Honor pedigree with that.
You do, but you also have interesting stories with that because Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly were also a tag team called Future Shock, and they also had a pretty good world title feud.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah.
Against each other, so there might be something along with that.
Yeah, but Company's stronger than that. That's the thing. Like Company, if you come in from that, like look at
Well, I mean, in kayfabe, in storyline, they had a feud. I'm not saying like outside of it. Like clearly, all 3 of them are probably pretty decent friends.
Yeah, but if you could just bring that up, Ring of Honor. That's such a close-knit thing.
Have they mentioned Ring of Honor though?
They did.
They did.
They physically mentioned Ring of Honor. Nigel McGuinness physically mentioned Ring of Honor and physically mentioned Red Dragon.
Okay, so that's interesting because when WWE usually acknowledges another business and stuff like that, another company for wrestling.
They've done New Japan before.
Well, yeah, they've done. Well, no,
They've name dropped New Japan.
They've name dropped New Japan itself.
Yeah, they've said New Japan.
They dropped. That Punk said maybe I'll just go over to Japan or maybe I'll go back to Ring of Honor.
That was 2011 though.
Well, yeah, that was 2011.
That was 6 years ago.
Well, yeah, but New Japan back then was nothing.
Yeah, it was on the way up. But, JBL's been name dropping New Japan and stuff. Daniel Bryan, they've been name dropping IWGP Heavyweight Championship, name dropping IWGP Tag Team Championship and stuff. And the fact that NXT is now name dropping Ring of Honor is very promising.
Do you think that their Ring of Honor stable will be?
I just thought of the Stable of Honor.
Stable of Honor.
Yes.
Even though they did a dishonorable thing by attacking a champion after his match.
Yeah.
Because that's the irony of it.
Yes. Exactly what I'm going for. Or, Honor Bound. Representing Honor Bound,
something with honor.
Yes.
Because that's the meeting that they had with Vince or Triple H. They're like, damn it, we gotta put honor in their name. It's the only way that these people will know them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Do you want to see Adam Cole dethrone Drew McIntyre right away?
Right away? No. God, no. That's a terrible idea.
When would you like to see Adam Cole become NXT champion?
By Mania time.
Okay. Who would you like to see Adam Cole verse?
I would like to see a triple threat between him, McIntyre, and a third person. I can't exactly name who off the top of my head right away. It's either Roderick Strong or Aleister Black in my opinion, but I wouldn't know exactly. Or maybe it would be like Eric Young or something like that. I don't know.
All right.
And like that way you would get like the babyface and Drew McIntyre, and then like two quote unquote heels, tweeners essentially, but something along those lines. But overall, we loved Brooklyn.
Yes.
I think that's without a doubt. It was the better of the two pay-per-views that were going on.
It always is.
And we're going to take another break, and we're going to go right into SummerSlam.
Oy. Have you ever wanted your own wrestling party, but you don't want to look like a child in front of your friends? Do you have kids? Well, then we at Superkick Party Planners are here to kick it into high gear. We provide you with all the sweetest wrestling-themed parties that'll make everyone want to be in your club without any heat. Your daughter keeps wanting a ring for her birthday? Well, we could set up a ring that night for a party so she could choke out that ex-boyfriend you don't even know about. Your son begging to take a dive into the pool with the boys? We can get 4 turnbuckles up there in no time so he can frog splash all the way down on his mean street posse. Your significant other being in extreme pain for the past 2 weeks and you don't know what to do? Well, get hardcore with our extremely cheap package for only $19.97. And we will provide you with tables, ladders, chairs, and every other weapon imaginable under the ring. Superkick Party Planners, just too sweet! Hello, and let's welcome everyone to the SummerSlam breakdown.
Ooh.
So much asinine freaking booking.
There was
Asinine.
okay.
Asinine.
Okay. Let's break down the card starting with the pre-show, which I think should have warned us. That was probably the setup of how
Asinine.
Yeah, that the whole thing was going to be. So one of the first matches was the Miz Taraj versus the Hardys and Jason Jordan.
And the Miz Taraj defeats Jason Jordan and the Hardys. And I say Jason Jordan because the Miz pinned Jason Jordan. So what the hell?
I don't know. I think I don't know.
I thought Jason Jordan was the next coming of Angle, not the next coming of Gilbert.
Okay. I think you're being a little harsh on that.
I'm just pissed at this whole pay-per-view.
Okay, the whole pay-per-view wasn't bad. I think you're being wrong. I think you're being mean about it for no reason.
No, because a lot of the booking did not make sense.
You're only saying that because you lost the belts.
No, that's not it.
That is it.
No, I will explain it as everything goes on.
Okay, so the Miz Taraj defeats the Hardys and Jason Jordan in a pre-show match. In my opinion, that shouldn't. If that was gonna be a pre-show match, that should have been like towards the end because everyone likes the Hardys, everyone loves the Miz, and like Jason Jordan's actually starting to get pretty good.
Yeah.
And like it would just make sense if like that was supposed to be the main event of the pre-show.
Yes.
But that didn't turn out, and so that's why I'm disappointed in that. The next thing, which is what I liked a lot, was Neville versus Tozawa for the cruiserweights. Pretty good, and it was a good match. The problem with that was that it was a good match, and it was on the pre-show.
My problem with it is that Tozawa had a 6-day reign. What is the point of...
Because I think the first one was a botch, that's why.
Well, it was a botch.
It was a botch, and they held it off until SummerSlam, the pre-show, and then... I feel like that's why they did it. And I don't think that killed Tozawa as much, but Neville should have never lost the title to begin with.
He shouldn't have. But the fact that he did, I hate that. It
was a botch, though.
I don't think it was a botch.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a botch.
He went up for the senton 3 times. He teased it twice. They were planning the senton.
I don't know. I think that the first time Tozawa won, that was a botch. That is what I'm trying to get at. I'm not saying that this pre-show match was a botch.
No, I don't think the Raw match was a botch. I think that was planned. I just don't understand.
No, I think they're trying to make contenderships with the cruiserweights, and they're doing about it the wrong way. They did a great thing on 205 Live, which I posted on our Facebook page. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah,
Enzo Amore debuted and challenged Neville.
Which was awesome.
And
which is what you really wanted.
Yes, I did.
Well, at least one of them. And we're glad that we're getting it. And that's how you technically make a number 1 contender.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I think they were just trying to buy time for that thing to happen. Again, they're screwing up the cruiserweights.
Here's the thing. Why would you even have the match in the first place? On Raw. For the Cruiserweight Championship. If you were not planning a title change.
I don't know.
They had the title change, and then they went back on it, and then changed it back to Neville.
Yeah, because everyone wanted Neville to reign as a year-long champion undefeated, not Tozawa winning. As much as like Tozawa actually has gotten better, and I will admit that, but that's also because of Jordan the Titus brand.
That's what I don't like. I don't like the asinine booking where you're just constantly switching title holders. I hate that.
No, and there needs to be a smarter way of doing it. I agree with you on that. But the right booking decision was made. Are we happy about it? The way that it was happening? Probably not. I'm happy that it happened because the right person got the title back. Not to say anything bad about Tozawa, but still. Neville should have remained Cruiserweight Champion.
Yes, Neville should have remained Cruiserweight Champion, but the fact that the title change happened, they should have committed to Tozawa. But they didn't. Whatever.
Alright. Then you have the best match, one of the best matches of SummerSlam happen.
On the pre-show.
Why?
Because they wanted to sell shark cages. So they put that on the main card. Another asinine booking.
Another booking. Yeah, I agree with you on this 100%. This was stupid.
Why do you think the Usos deserved to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championship back from the New Day after the New Day had a 3-week reign?
I mean, if you're going to complain about the tag team title reigns themselves, I feel like that's a lost cause. Because they were going to lose it then following SmackDown if they were being booked on SmackDown. That's how you were going to be handling it. So if they did it now and then challenged it again on SmackDown, and I didn't watch SmackDown, so I have no idea.
They didn't challenge on SmackDown.
Not yet, but they probably will.
Yeah.
Or they will at the next pay-per-view because that's in like a couple weeks anyway.
Yes, but that's what I would thought of, or like, if.
No, I feel like if they had automatically challenged them that SmackDown the following day to that pay-per-view for a rematch, and then lose again, and then do the breakup, then I think we'll get a better payoff.
That's what I was thinking. Because here's the thing, if the New Day won at SummerSlam, like if that's when the title change originally happened, and then did the rematch, and then the Usos destroyed it, then it would have led to the payoff of the heel turn. But we didn't get that. We just got the Uso penitentiary again.
No, now we're gonna now we're probably gonna get it a little bit later. They're trying to elongate that. So for that booking reason, that's like the only way we're gonna disagree. I disagree with the whole fact that it should have been on the pre-show to begin with.
That I do disagree with.
It was a great match.
Yeah, I don't think it should have been on the pre-show.
No, it was a great match. That should have opened up SummerSlam. Not the next match we're gonna talk about.
On the main card, John Cena defeats Baron Corbin.
Why? Why do this too? Why?
First, Baron Corbin loses the Money in the Bank contract. Then John Cena defeats him in a lackluster 5-minute match.
Why? Why do this? Why?
I don't know. Asinine booking.
Why?
See,
Why?
Jimmy, you know this for a fact. If this wasn't such an asinine booking pay-per-view, I would have been fine with losing it. But so many stupid things happen.
A lot of stupid things did happen.
So I'm more upset that stupid things happen. Like John Cena costing Baron Corbin the cash in on SmackDown on Tuesday night before SummerSlam, and then defeats Baron Corbin. And before he defeats Baron Corbin in lackluster 2009 fashion, John Cena goes and plays around with the commentators while wearing JBL's cowboy hat. What the hell?
I don't know.
You stupid idiot.
That's what this is. You know what, WWE?
You know what? You just made the list.
I like how you did that.
Thanks.
All right, let's calm down with actually. I thought it was a really good match, which was Natalya versus Naomi. I know you're upset that.
No,
Naomi,
I'm okay with it.
because it was a good match.
Yeah, Natalya, I do believe deserved it. Would I have?
You wanted to cash in really badly.
I did want the cash in, but the way that Natalya defeated Naomi, that's fine. I kind of would have liked to see an extended run with it, with Naomi, a little more, but then she also had the title for 6 months.
Yeah, okay, I see your point.
Like maybe
if
an
she won
extended
that
feud with
on- if she
Natalya.
won that on like the SmackDown pay-per-view that's coming up next, then okay. I see
Or
your point.
or just something extended. But now that Natalya has the title, it kind of does open up a lot more. Naomi, booking reasons, she kind of was like just treading water. So it is nice to see a new face. I was kind of hoping for Carmella.
Or Ellsworth in this case,
Yeah.
technically, because he's technically the first ever Money in the Bank winner.
Nope. Carmella. We're still going to disagree on that. But now that Natalya is champion, I would like to see a rematch between her and Naomi. Because that was a good, it was traditional wrestling versus the high flying. I'm not upset about that. I would have liked to see a cash in. But, you could save that off and make it a bigger payoff. Like how they did it with Edge when he was the first Money in the Bank. They waited.
Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know, I think they're still holding on to it just because, like the way Baron Corbin cashed his in.
Baron Corbin was getting punished.
Yeah, I think he was.
For Twitter remarks, which I couldn't find the exact Twitter remarks.
No, he was. You know how Kevin Owens is on Twitter?
Yes.
You know how he's like.
Yes.
I think Baron Corbin was trying to emulate that, but he came off kind of more of a jerk in that sense. Like, not a funny haha kind of jerk, but like, okay, like I really don't want to talk to you anymore. You're a jerk, kind of thing.
But
Like, I
that's
think
Baron Corbin.
Yeah, no, but I think he was trying to be funny though. That's the thing. He was trying to be a jerk, funny kind of thing, like Owens, and he can't do that. And similar to Enzo, he has heat.
Yes. But I'm okay with Natalya defeating Naomi. That was one of the predictions. I was like, all right, if this happens, that's fine. We both figured Carmella would have cashed in, but she didn't. So it's probably going to lead to a bigger payoff. I would like to see it at WrestleMania or maybe Survivor Series.
At least a big pay-per-view. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't like it on a small pay-per-view, and if they're gonna do it on SmackDown, I want it being done like after a fantastic women's match that Natalia had with like Charlotte or something.
I think that's what they're going with, is Natalia versus Charlotte for it.
Their matches are really good. They have really good chemistry.
Yeah, so I could see Natalia feuding with Charlotte
So if they
next.
have a really good match, I would be pretty happy to see Carmella come out with Ellsworth.
I would personally like to see Naomi feud with Tamina after this. Like, I would like to see,
I would too.
like have Lana and Tamina. I want them to start being booked as like baby faces. Like, have that start being built up. Like, training videos, have them slowly start being built up. First defeating
like
Naomi.
McMahon and Shane O'Mac training when
Yes.
they was having that Austin match.
Yes, except more serious.
I don't know. I would still laugh and find it very entertaining watching
No.
Lana chase after a chicken.
Because Tamina has to be taken as a threat. So having her being booked in feuds against former women's
Lana's
champions.
doing the training thing, and it's funny for Lana doing the training, and then Tamina's like, "Come on, you can do it," and stuff like that. And then like,
No, Lana's training Tamina.
Lana's training Tamina.
No, here's the thing. Lana's turning Tamina into what Rusev was. That's what they're trying to do. Lana's a manager right now.
She's a manager now. She's not a wrestler anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we do Lana,
So the Lana wrestling thing is over.
I think it's going to be
Or
more
is it gonna be
sporadic.
Or is it going to be more like Titus Worldwide kind of thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right.
She could still wrestle, but I think she's still trying to own her craft. But I'd like to see Naomi feud with Tamina. Have Tamina go over on Naomi, possibly after, the iconic duo makes their debut.
Which is Peyton Royce and Billie Kay.
Yes. But there is potential, and then you can have Tamina be built up as like a monster babyface and have her go after Natalia as well. So it does open up a lot of booking options, because Naomi did run through most of the heels.
Yeah, okay. I'll agree with that.
So I am okay with Natalia winning.
No, I get that, which is fine. Yeah, I can agree with a lot of what you're saying.
Yes.
Let's go to the worst match, the second worst match on the card, in my opinion at least. Big Cass vs. Big Show was the worst match of all time, or at least the second worst one on SummerSlam, in my opinion.
Yes, Big Cass defeats Big Show in a lackluster match.
And
After
trying to do a comedic cage escape.
Yes, by greasing himself up in oil, landing right into a boot to the face by Big Cass.
Okay, so let's try to rebook this for a second. If you were going to actually work with this, and you were going to do the comedy thing, because I was fine with the comedy thing, like, okay, that's like an only baby face way of doing it. Wouldn't it make more sense if Enzo jumped off of the cage to land on Big Cass? Wouldn't have that made more sense?
It would have made more sense for to not have a freaking shark cage to begin with.
Well, yeah, but they're gonna have, they put it on the main show. They have to have it because they have to sell shark cage toys. So that we weren't gonna get that. But my thing is that it was a terribly booked match, and they did it for marketing purposes. And I hate when they do that.
Yep. And now Big Cass is injured for 9 months.
Which, another thing I'm mad about.
He can, he can return by the time WrestleMania comes.
Yes, but at that, this is what I would have done if let's say that they ended the Big Cass Enzo feud on Raw and Cass didn't get injured. I would have liked for him for the they kind of had like a somewhat superstar shakeup thing going on.
I'd like to see him go back to SmackDown.
I would like to see him go on SmackDown and kick James Ellsworth to the curb and officially put him in the Cruiserweight division.
No.
That's what I would have loved to see. Or put him back on Raw. So
Or
that way, Braun Strowman can finally get his revenge.
Or
Ellsworth. That's what I would like.
have Big Cass and Carmella, they're together, and James Ellsworth can be the awkward third wheel.
Ooh, I like that too. I like that.
Big Hog versus the Big Cass.
Oh God, no! Don't ever say that again.
Big Hog, Big Hog, Big Hog, Big.
Okay. Go to the worst match on the card, in my opinion.
Randy Orton defeats Rusev. What the actual hell? Asinine booking.
This is 100% the worst thing that they've done to Rusev. Why? What? Why are they doing this?
It's better than last year. He actually had a match on the card.
Yeah, he did. And the year before that, he was feuding with Ziggler over.
No, he wasn't. Swagger.
It was 2005.
2015. Oh, 2015. Yeah, he was feuding with Ziggler. 2014 was Swagger.
Damn it! Just at this point, I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm really, really sad.
That's how I feel so far with this pay-per-view.
I mean, it wasn't like the Natalia thing and the Uso thing kind of got me through, and it was good. Everything else sucked. Neville got me through. Just move on. I don't want to talk about Rusev anymore.
Rusev lost in 10 seconds.
Stop, please. Then we get another really good match.
I'm surprised you didn't put money on this. I figured you would have went with the. So.
No, I'm kind of shocked by this as well, but I don't know how to feel. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about this because I like Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks.
Hold on, Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. Sasha Banks defeats her for the Raw Women's Championship. This is the match we're talking about.
Well, yeah, but also when we did our predictions first, we had originally had Sasha for you and then Nia, and then we would have.
Yes.
That's what we had originally, and we didn't change that. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna change it. I'll just stick with Bliss.
Yeah, you wanted Nia Jax to win.
Yeah, because I felt like it was her time.
Yes.
And it's possible. So like after this Sasha Banks Alexa Bliss thing, they'll probably have a Nia Jax one because at that point she deserves it. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't do a back and forth thing with the titles.
Did you see Alexa Bliss's promo on Raw? How she came out cocky?
Yes, and I liked it a lot.
That was great.
Good.
Pretty much Alexa Bliss called out Sasha saying she never had a successful Raw Women's Championship title defense. And that makes me so happy. That means Alexa Bliss will get the title back.
We'll see what happens, my friend.
I hope so.
Then we get the best entrance out of all of SummerSlam with Finn Balor as the Demon.
King.
Which I'm so glad we got back. It's literally been a year since we've seen it.
Yes.
And I missed it so much because literally watching it, I'm doing the whole hand gesture things at the right cues. And it was great.
Jeff Hardy did it better. But.
Shut up. No, he didn't.
I'm sorry. Aleister Black had the better entrance.
No.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Aleister Black.
That's a good debate to have. We're not going to have it at the moment.
Entrances.
But.
Book it. But, Finn Balor defeating Bray Wyatt. Where does that leave Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt now that the feud is over? And the feud's over at 1 apiece.
I don't know. That's the more challenging thing because I don't know what they're doing with Finn. I don't know what they're doing with Bray. They should have kept Bray on SmackDown, to be honest.
Yes.
And he should have stayed champion, and then you would have had. But I know why they did all the things that they did, and
yes.
for that. And I'm not even gonna go into that because that's a whole other mess in of itself that we'll probably have a podcast talking about.
Yes. Finn Balor though now is 1 win apiece. You know, he lost it when he was the Balor Club persona, and then he won when the Demon King persona. Now, with Bray Wyatt, that means he's also 1-1 right now. Where would you like to see Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt go after this?
I would like to see some sort of no DQ or Extreme Rules match between them and No Mercy. But, I mean, after that, I have no idea what they would be doing. Although, on Raw, Finn did have a match with Balor and defeated Jason Jordan.
Finn had a match with Balor.
Oh, Finn. Sorry.
That is awesome. Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's like someone like cloned, or it's like the hologram thing from 2014.
Or just that weird guy from United Kingdom tournament.
Yeah, his clone.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. No, so Finn Balor faced Jason Jordan on Raw. My apologies. And
what do you think? Like a Finn Balor Jordan feud? I don't want that.
I don't know. They're doing interesting things. I think they're treating Finn as a mid-carder, and he's not. That's the thing. He's not, though. He's not. He's a former NXT champion. He's a former world champion.
I want to see Finn.
He's the founder of the Bullet Club. Like, he's not a mid-carder guy. He's a top guy. Like, that's just the thing.
2 people I want to see Finn Balor feud with after this.
Do you want to see another Elias Sampson one, or are you done with the
I'm done with Elias Sampson. 2 people. John Cena.
Yes.
Roman Reigns.
Yes. I'll agree with that. Yes.
Because with John Cena, we can get Finn Balor versus John Cena, and that'd be freaking awesome. Or
another passing of the torch, essentially.
Yes.
Hopefully, Cena.
I think he would put over Finn Balor.
I think he would too. I think he would.
And then we have Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns.
Because we need to have another rematch.
And then Finn Balor with the club versus Roman Reigns. And then the Finn Balor in the club versus
Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in for that.
All right.
But then we move on to the next one, which I'm shockingly actually.
I'm shocked that they actually went through it.
I know, and for a lot of reasons, but also for the fact that this was actually one of the best matches
On the card. Yes.
Like, as much as I like AJ, Kevin, this was like the match of the night for me.
This is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versing the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro for the Raw Tag Team Championships, and the Ambrose and Rollins defeats Sheamus and Cesaro. And
The Shield won.
yes, and I'm surprised they went with that. I figured that we would have seen some sort of shenanigans, or Sheamus and Cesaro would have defeated them after their bickering, or Ambrose and Rollins would have turned on each other and stuff. You know, I wasn't expecting them to actually win.
Maybe when the next title feud between these two, maybe it'll lead to this Sheamus and Cesaro breakup.
Mhm.
Because Sheamus at that point will probably go off and do a movie and stuff like that, and then we'll get Cesaro in the mid card scene again, or in the, top. In the
But I like them as a tag team.
Yeah, I know.
They do the fusion from Dragon Ball Z so well.
And then the same height too, so they would fuse if you want to go by that logic. But at the same time, we have the Shield back.
We have 2/3 of the Shield back.
2/3 of the Shield back.
Yes.
Will we see the full Shield back?
I think
within the rest of 2017, in your opinion.
Survivor Series.
All right. Who would they be facing? Because I have a
Preferably the Balor Club.
if they form.
If they form, I would like to see that.
If they don't form, who would you want to see? Because I already have an idea.
I know who you want. I already know who you want.
Who do I want?
Mr. Rush.
Okay. Good, because my thing is that after this past Monday Night Raw, I think that Roman Reigns is going to feud with The Miz. And that would be awesome to watch.
Yes. I thought it would be him and Joe, Samoa Joe.
No, because they kind of they didn't do a full feud. I think they want to save that for later.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they're doing that, because I'd rather see John Cena versus Samoa Joe.
That would be nice.
That would be awesome.
That would be nice.
But going down the card, we have AJ versus Kevin Owens for the U.S. title.
And then AJ defeats Kevin Owens for the United States Championship after
some shenanigans from Shane. I wouldn't say it's Shane's fault though.
I blame Kevin Owens.
Wow. Okay. Why?
Yeah. Because he's a whiny little. You don't have a beep sound on here.
No, I don't. Sorry.
You should get one.
Yeah.
But Kevin Owens, well, first off, Kevin Owens is freaking hilarious. He's like, you can jump off buildings and live, but you can't make it to the side of the mat to get me a 3 count.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Kevin Owens, I think,
has to feud with Shane.
Yeah. I feel like after this whole Nakamura Jinder thing that's going on, I think he might be the next contender for the world title. I think that's a possibility.
Against who? Jinder?
Yeah, actually, I would love to see that, because at this point he's turning tweener, and then once he faces Shane, because everyone knows as soon as you face Shane, you become a good guy. That's what happens with Styles. I mean, come on, everyone knows that.
Kevin Owens is freaking gonna destroy Shane McMahon.
Yeah, I know, and I'm very excited to see that.
So Styles is gonna feud with Rusev,
I would love to see
or
that,
Baron Corbin.
I want Rusev more.
I want Baron Corbin.
To be honest.
Rusev's dead in the water for me.
So is Baron Corbin for everyone else.
Yeah, but Baron Corbin showed up on SmackDown.
I mean, he left abruptly during the middle of the thing. Now, I don't know if that was in kayfabe or not, but...
I don't know.
I mean,
yeah.
But the next one...
It was a good match, though, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Tag team match for me was better, but this one was good, too. Then we have part 1 of
We had the co-main event. The main event of SmackDown.
Part 1 of the main event scene. Jinder versus Shinsuke for the WWE World Title.
And Jinder wins!
Wow.
Asinine booking! Asinine!
Like, I'm not mad that he won. I'm mad about how he won.
Asinine
It
booking.
was just a dumb way of doing it.
Asinine booking.
Okay, we get it. We get it. Alright? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. It's okay. But it was just a dumb way of doing it. And it's just, what are you doing with Nakamura? If you're not going to use him for why people love Nakamura, why do it? Why have him? I feel like the main roster doesn't deserve Nakamura. That's my opinion.
WWE doesn't deserve Nakamura.
No. Because NXT at least gave him something. So that's a bit of a rough shake to dip that. But the main roster, Raw and SmackDown, that part, the part that Vince McMahon controls, doesn't deserve Nakamura. Like, I get that he's mad about how his match went with Cena, but that was a botch that happens. Like,
The
stuff
fact
like
that
happens.
Jinder had to win with the Singh brothers again.
They could have just done a better. They could have just done it better.
Like Nakamura winning the WWE World Championship.
I mean, I think I would have marked out, but at the same time, I don't know if that was really deserved. Like, if he gave out more strong style offense, like with an Aleister Black kind of feel to it. Like, you see what I have to do with right now? I have to say Nakamura has to do strong style like Aleister Black. We're talking about the king of strong style.
No, we're talking about the artist. The rock star.
I want king of strong styles. That's too hard to ask. You know what, WWE?
You know what? You just made the list.
Again. Because that's pissing me off that you're not doing this with Nakamura. I can guarantee you he's mad about it too. But anyway.
Asinine booking.
Now we go on to...
Holy freaking awesome!
It was awesome, yes. The finish was...
Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship in a Fatal 4-Way. Whoa, that was a great match.
Yeah, that was great. I think it was a fantastic match to watch.
Braun Strowman is Godzilla. He is King Kong. He is Mecha Godzilla. He is...
Yeah, keep
What
going
are-
off them monsters. Yep, keep going.
I lost count of how many monsters. He is every kaiju, dinosaur, T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
That's a dinosaur.
I'm being specific. All rolled up into one. Braun Strowman is a monster.
I just want to say thank you, Braun Strowman. Like, 2 years ago, you weren't even a thought. Not a good thought, at least.
He debuted only 2 years ago.
Yes, I know.
The
2
night
years
after
ago.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, and then the SummerSlam before that, we all were getting excited about the Monster Among Men kind of being birthed. And this SummerSlam, we got a taste of his real main event prowess.
Yes.
And I'm excited about it.
Yes.
But...
Screw you, Lesnar.
with that being
I hope
said,
Strowman kicks your ass.
Brock Lesnar winning. Now, to be fair, this was the only match on the card. We actually had no idea who was going to win. And there was an actual good possibility Brock Lesnar was going to win. For a lot of reasons. One of them being that, his contract is going to be running out at the end. And clearly he's going to leave WWE as Universal Champion.
No.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. But also the fact that, John Jones called him out, and him still having the belt and probably going through drug testing things and going back to MMA trading.
I have news on that.
Okay, we'll talk about the news in a second. Would probably legitimize that belt.
I'm gonna...
Maybe.
Nope.
A little bit more, but...
I don't think Lesnar's leaving WWE.
You don't think he's leaving WWE at all? You think he's going to hold WWE hostage?
I think John Jones is gonna come to the WWE. Yeah, that's a better shot. Because he got suspended from the UFC.
Again?
For 4 years.
Jones.
Tested positive for steroids.
Again. God dang it, Jones.
So,
I like you so much.
I saw a GIF on Facebook, and
Yeah,
the only people happy about John Jones' suspension, and it was Vince McMahon.
Yeah, If I'm Vince McMahon, I'd be happy about it too. Be like, yeah, come over here. We'll give you a job.
Yeah.
We'll give you money and a job. We'll have you face our conqueror, our beast.
So I think that gives Braun Strowman much more of a chance to dethrone Brock Lesnar, especially if they can sign John Jones.
Now, would we see John Jones as like a professional wrestler, John Jones, or would we see John Jones as like MMA, and then we'd see like an MMA style match? At, like,
I would say MMA style under the
I don't
WWE
know how I
banner.
feel about that, then.
I'd be okay with that. Having like an MMA style Brock Lesnar versus John Jones fight in like a steel cage.
Would we put them in a steel cage?
Yes.
Would we want? Yeah, okay, I would technically.
Yes, because it's just pretty much an MMA match, but just under the WWE banner.
Okay,
Like you'll be like, all right, you guys can fight. You have a 10-minute time limit.
Otherwise, we're gonna send every big guy in the cage to pull you guys apart if you don't finish it.
Well, you have a 10-minute. Well, how does UFC even work? Is it like
UFC? If they do a UFC style match, there's 3 5-minute rounds for a regular bout, and then 5 5-minute bouts for a championship match.
okay? So let's give it like we'll give them 15 minutes, or not? No. Let's give them like 10 minutes. Yeah, let's stick with 10 minutes in a steel cage. 10 time limit.
I feel no, because here's the problem with that, because the referees aren't equipped like UFC style ones. They're not gonna have. I don't know how they would do that. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see it, because I feel like we need to see it.
But they've done stuff like that before, like Owen Hart versus Ken Shamrock in a Lions Den match and stuff.
Yeah, but this is Brock Lesnar we're talking about, and basically the thing that made Brock Lesnar the millionaire that he is now.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying.
John Jones, who is without a doubt one of the greatest UFC fighters to be in the cage.
I know. I'm just saying. Brock Lesnar, John Jones, steel cage, WrestleMania, book it. But Braun Strowman, going back to it, went on a tear.
Yeah, he did.
He
And
tore through everyone.
He put Brock Lesnar through 2 tables and then put a table through Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
And it's amazing. And he threw another chair.
At Roman and Samoa Joe.
And it was amazing. And
It's his calling card.
I want that happening almost at every Extreme Rules match you'll ever have for the rest
Throw
of
a chair.
Just throw a chair. I want a t-shirt.
I want a chant.
Throw that chair. No, it's got to be something better. Would it be throw that chair? Throw that chair.
Yes.
Throw that chair. Okay. So if we could kind of get that chant going, throw that chair. Hashtag throw that chair.
Yes.
At Marks for Life Pod. So you're welcome, guys.
Are you happy with who got pinned?
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar pinned Roman.
Yes, I am.
Yes. Brock Lesnar
Because
pinned
they
Roman
kept
Reigns.
the 2 people who I want more in the Universal title picture in.
Yes. Samoa Joe was good in the match too. Let's not deny.
Exactly what you wanted him to do. Just try choking him out. Damn it. Try choking him out.
And he kept doing that. He kept choking. But Brock Lesnar has freaking roid neck, and you can't completely choke his ass out.
And then Braun Strowman's too big for Samoa Joe to get up on his neck.
And Roman Reigns
It's perfect.
has a chest protector.
Which, yeah.
He has a chest protector that
Seriously,
somehow
they-
protects his freaking throat.
I don't know.
But Samoa Joe was going like I'm not sure if you saw it. He was like choking out. I'm not. I think it was Brock Lesnar. He was choking out Brock Lesnar before Braun was putting him through a whole bunch of tables. And he just sees Roman Reigns about to go for a spear, and he just leaves Brock Lesnar to get speared by Roman Reigns through a barricade. I'm like, go, Joe, go.
Just like all 4 of these guys were fantastic. I know we give Roman Reigns a lot of like slacks and stuff like that because of how they prop him up a lot. But the way that hopefully they're trying to book him now with him feuding with The Miz, I feel like that's going to be good for Roman. I want it to be good for Roman.
It's not going to be good for Roman.
I don't want to hate Roman.
It's not going to be good for Roman.
I want it to be good for Roman.
It's not going to be good for Roman.
You-
Miz is going to tear him to shreds.
Oh, God, but
He's going to turn him into cheese after cheese grater.
oh God, yeah, probably.
Yes.
But
Where does this and Samoa Joe, you think that's going to lead to John Cena?
yes, absolutely.
Now, what if we had this Roman Reigns versus John Cena at WrestleMania
Okay.
Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar in a rematch at WrestleMania for the Universal title.
That's if the John Jones thing doesn't happen.
Yes, that's if. But I would like to see Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar in a rematch at WrestleMania for the Universal title.
Where would you put Joe then?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know. I think we would need to wait to see what, because usually like WrestleMania matches usually start happening like in December, going into Royal Rumble.
But the rumor so far is Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship.
That could change, and I feel like it will as soon as they sign John Jones.
What do you think of the Universal Championship right now?
I feel like it should be on Raw more, which is why I would have been happier with either Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, or Braun Strowman winning.
Yes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the fact that Brock won because let's say that he does do MMA training again.
Yes.
To USADA, and we'll actually see him in a UFC MMA match again.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like holding the belt still. It will actually legitimize WWE belts. Like that's never happened before. So I would be pretty excited to see that. But again, I feel like the easiest way to legitimize the belt is if we consistently see it week after week.
I feel like the Cruiserweight Championship has more prestige than this Universal Championship belt.
Yeah, it does. It does. And that's really sad.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like that, but it is.
Jinder Mahal with the WWE Championship has more prestige than Brock Lesnar with the WWE Universal Championship.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You hear that, Lesnar? Mahal has more prestige than you right now.
Anyway.
Fight me.
Anyway.
I will kick you in the gonads so much.
Okay, settle.
Asinine booking.
Settle. Anyway, that seems to be our time at the moment, my friends. That's our show for this week, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, everyone, for staying tuned for our podcast. Special shout out to the Sachem Public Library for their continued use of their equipment and space. If you would like to continue listening to us, please follow us on our social media on Twitter at Marks for Life Pod, Instagram at Marks for Life Podcast, and Facebook Marks for Life Podcast. And continue to support us through Patreon and SoundCloud at Marks for Life Podcast. And now, check out our YouTube channel, Marks for Life Podcast. Our podcast and new content are coming soon to you. Until next time, Audio Marks.